The posty one, the body count one.
Yeah. Oh, that one was.
That one really.
That was a
juicy.
stupid episode.
That was a very foolish episode. I don't like it.
Do you know what? I'd have to say it's the first episode for me. Like nothing beats the first episode, man.
Was it the first date?
No, he dumped me at the bus stop.
Oh yeah. In fact, let me change my response. My one, I changed it. Forget about it. The first one was the best one.
The first one was very heated from.
The first one, yeah.
That one was heated from the jump.
You know my opinion? When I watched that one, I was like, well, why are you there if you're gonna get mad? It's not that deep, bro. Like,
because even when that episode first came out, we spoke about it on the Friday after it came out, and we were saying maybe it's because that situation was still fresh to her.
Yeah, see this.
Yeah, but you brought it up. Nobody asked you.
As you've seen throughout the show, you can see that we've had me and Adria, for example, have gone at hairstyle. It happens.
You and everybody have gone at
This you and Esther. We'll talk about. We'll talk about
Shout out
it.
to my girl Esther.
Yeah, she's
Baby,
We love you, Esther.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, she was clearly in her feelings at the time. It might have been fresh, it might not. Only God knows. But we love Honey still. Keep doing your thing. We're doing ours.
But now she's left. She's left.
Yeah, she's gone to a pastures new. Wish her all the best in it.
Wish you all the best, honey. Okay, so question for Lucas. Okay, so it's not even one question. Right. It says, are your parents strict? Have you been heartbroken? Wait, let's do all. I have to do all of them. Then we'll do one by one.
These are good questions, though. These are good questions.
Let's go.
Wait, let me just read all of them, and then it's the same person.
Okay, good.
Said the same
Can you please say their name?
I'll say it.
Location.
Are your parents strict? Have you ever been heartbroken? And that was actually my question. Remember, I said who broke your heart? Please.
Wow.
Why can't women be in control or have their own opinion? And why can't women steer the ship? Love, Croze.
Firstly, how do you have a name called Croze?
It's the one, the person on Twitter.
Okay, Twitter.
Twitter.
Okay. But strict parents. I think my parents were perfect for me personally. I think I'm a very strong-headed child, as you can see.
Yeah, we can see it.
But they had the right balance with me. Do you get what I'm saying? They were strict when they needed to be, and they let go of the reins when they needed to as well, and let me find out things for myself. What was the other question? There's so many questions in there.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
My heart broken? No. And everyone keeps asking that question. Heartbroken? No, like I said on the show, I'm only looking to give my heart one time, and I plan
but that could have come from a decision after getting your heart broken.
Shout out Bay, she's still out there. That's to let you know that situation
actually, following from that, like I watched the Christmas episode, and he was just going on. I was just like, bro, how are you ever going to give your heart to that one if you're so
savage?
And
this is the thing. This is the thing. And I think this is what gets lost in translation. I'm so guarded for a reason.
We hear that.
The reason is, you agree with me or you don't. Women out there today, see men as, well, I don't need you. Do you understand? So if you don't need me, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to beg you to come and do you understand that?
Yeah.
I didn't grow up like that. I grew up, like I always say, a man. And a man goes out and finds his woman, builds his empire, and so on and so forth. And that's just my general belief. So me giving my heart that one time, through experience, I've dated, I've met people, I've seen characteristics in girls that, okay, you make sense, you don't make sense, that works for Lucas, that doesn't work. Okay, Lucas, you didn't work in that sense. Do you understand?
Okay.
And this is where I say, listen, let everybody just
so
tell
why
the
can't
truth.
you explain it like that?
Because
so interesting, isn't it? So interesting. I think you should have your own show. He needs to have his own show.
We need to see the many different sides of Lucas. Because this one, I'm thinking you're not. I like this one. The thing is, for me, when I'm watching, I don't actually get mad with you because I know that it's not coming from. Like you're not that person, if that makes sense. I feel like if you get to know you, you're quite calm. But on this setting, it's like you're just showing people this one side.
I think that's what I appreciate as well with people that have that kind of mindset. Like, I'm on that show to let you know that, listen, I didn't just become this Lucas today. I was also that Lucas that was a bit of a savage, that was, you know, a bit raw or didn't care. And I'm just saying, you know, that doesn't mean that guy can't be a good guy. Do you understand? It depends on what time or what, you know, day he decides to wake up and be like, you know what, that doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. And that's the thing. As boys, we grow up and we go through things and we mess about and we make mistakes. But we learn. Real boys learn anyway. That's what I'm trying to get out there.
Okay. And also bear in mind, that we film for a very long time. We film for like an hour and a half. We're having full-blown conversations and it's cut down to about 24 minutes, maybe half an hour max. Yeah. So there's barely any time for everyone to express themselves fully before someone has already jumped down someone's throat and, you know, has their opinion, etc., or for other people to formulate their opinion. So just bear that in mind, guys, okay? Maybe come and have a conversation. Have a cup of tea with us.
I think now, if you were to record an hour-long episode, I think people would still watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a bit long.
The thing is, people would still watch it. Like,
but you always need to leave them one.
No, that's
Can
true.
I just say something? People are never happy. Then they'll turn around and say, it's too long. You guys are dragging it out. You guys have been talking for... Nobody's ever happy.
That's true. Of the show, man. You're never happy.
Go on. Ask your question.
So I have a couple questions for Lucas and I have one for Biscuit. So first, just to I picked out like a couple of things you've said in the first episode. Okay, so you said, if your girlfriend finds out you're cheating, I don't want noise.
I can't defend you on this.
You know what? Yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah? I'm gonna appreciate you for that, because this is probably the first time I'll be able to explain myself with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If I cheat, listen carefully. If I cheat, I do not want noise. Reason being, like I said on the show, I do not condone cheating. But if your partner has made a mistake, view it as a mistake. Don't make a noise. So yes, you're rant, you're arguing, you shout, a week passed, 2 weeks, a month, however long it takes you to get over that situation. Once that situation is done, let it be done. Okay. Women have this thing. Let me finish. Women have this thing where a situation is done, and then you now be staring the pot. Add Shaki, add like, listen, it's done. Like the situation was like 2 months ago. Men don't deal with that. We don't deal with that well.
I hear that.
Okay, so you meant that you don't want noise after
once the situation has been dealt with.
Alright, I like that.
But the million girls bad.
Listen, that is the straight rule. I can't even sugarcoat it.
Do you know what? As a female and as somebody who, when I was growing up, it was very tough in terms of, you know, because I used to be around a lot of guys because I was a bit tomboyish, and guys don't seem to understand that when you make comments like that, you make girls feel bad. Like, no, wait, let me finish. let me land. In the sense of, because yes, there's always going to be somebody better. There's always going to be somebody better than you at anything.
Exactly.
But you don't need to tell me that I know that. But if no, but let's keep it real. Let's be real. Because basically what you're saying is, I'm here, but we don't want to hear that.
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
It's that but.
It's what you heard. This is what I'm saying. I'm letting you know that there are, and let's be real here, the ratio of boys to girl in our generation is ridiculous. Yeah. So naturally, men are going to be in a position of choices. We have choices. Yeah. This is just the reality of life. Now, if I've chosen you, got married, or we're in a long-term commitment, relationship, whatever the case may be, you have to be secure in that fact. Now, if the guy is treating you crap or he's not stepping up to the plate, then listen, that's why I say again, you have a choice to make. Okay. Do you understand? But if I am stepping up to the plate and I am showing you that I'm that guy, listen, B, there are 1,000,001 girls better than you. I've chosen to be with you. You are the one that matters.
Yeah, but this was in relation to cheating, so it didn't quite.
The same thing still applies.
It didn't quite.
You know what? It's this thing where we don't like accepting the fact that, okay, my husband will be the head of the house. My husband will leave. It's just life.
That's another thing. Do you really think that girls think like that? Do you really think that girls?
Where do you think a lot of the backlash is coming from?
Okay, but even this whole equality thing,
like they're insecure in themselves.
Yeah, but
that thing of like, because you were talking about cheating. Then you said there were 100. That's the thing, because you've cheated,
If I've cheated.
So no.
If I've cheated. No, you can't say it and then we are land. Your hair is circulating.
Whoa.
You have your platform. This is my own. Okay. I've invited you. Okay.
This is my character right now.
I hate that.
You're trying to assassinate me.
Not even. I'm just trying to make you see how it looked from our perspective. I'm not saying you were wrong.
I get that.
I'm not saying like, I'm just saying from our perspective, probably why you got the attacks you got.
We see it from a female's perspective all the time. This is all I'm trying to say. Like this generation, our generation. No, don't get me wrong. I get what you're saying. It sounds horrible. It sounds bad, but I'm just telling you the harsh reality. And if men are more like that and actually honest, everything will be so much easier because you know where you stand. I know where I stand. I'm not telling you that okay, if I cheat, accept it. There's 1,000,001 girls bad, so deal with it. No, what I'm saying. Okay. Hear what it sounds like. Hear what Lucas is saying to me. Hear what Lucas is saying to me. Like, if a man cheats, yeah, we're not condoning that. We're not saying it's good. But once you've dealt with that issue, don't hold on to it. Don't let it fester. Be gone. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that is because from that point, he has options. He could decide if you're not that special or that important to him to bounce. That's what I'm saying. There's enough options out there for him to be like, that doesn't listen. It's not that deep. Do you understand? If he's chosen to stay, see that as well is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to say a couple of things. Okay. So, do you really think that women don't understand their place in the home?
I don't think that they don't understand it. I think that everybody has a different sense of reality. That's what I've learned through the show. Like I came here, started BKCHAT with the mentality of you must want to have a husband. You must want to die with your husband. You know what I'm saying? Like very traditional African sort of mentality. But I am very British as well. And one thing I've learned is that listen, not everybody cares for their husband like that. Nobody cares to have kids like that. You know what I'm saying? We grow up in different times. But for the people that do understand what makes, for me personally, what I think a relationship, a union work.
But do you understand like the man is the head, but the woman is the neck? Do you get that? Because that's like an African
proverb.
Thing. Yeah, proverb.
To be honest with you, we're both the head. It's just I'm leading. That's all.
No, the man is the head. The man is the head. The man is the head. The woman is the neck.
We live in modern day Britain. Do you understand? You say things like that. People will say, "Listen, that's sexist." Listen,
no, not necessarily.
We are all we are levels. We are all together.
I was waiting to say levels. I've been waiting for that.
If you're raised in an African household, you're not raised.
If you say you're traditional,
how many females today raised in African households or not actually accept
but then
I know.
But then how many females are the other side? Because I feel like you are generalizing more than not. I feel like that. You're generalizing more than not. Maybe I can only go.
Maybe I can only go based on the environments that I've been around. I feel like maybe the people that have been around you, people that you've dealt with, have been that kind of person. I feel like that. I feel if everybody's being honest, I feel like African or not, we live in a society where it doesn't matter what the guy is, whether you're the head, you don't matter. They can live without you. So regardless, like whether you're important or not, the perception is.
Can I just say something really quickly?